Everybody, how are you? Pounding the Meat podcast. It's another Thursday. We're in February now. We had the week off last week. I had a little vacation in Disney World, and that was a lot of fun. It was a big time vacation. Stayed on the resort in Disney. You got the monorail take you everywhere. I mean, it was a beautiful trip. Much needed. Juan, how are you, my man? Chacon, how are you, brother? Nice to see you. The motherfucking Vegas, how are you? Babel, cheers, my friend. How are you guys, all right? Everyone doing good? Woo! I've been like in a funk today, man. I need to amp up a little bit. Weird ass funk. Nico, what's up, man? Bedoy, I'm ready to pound the meat with you, my man. All homo, I'm ready. Justin, what's good? Let me bring on the crew. We're back in action, ladies and gentlemen. The bearded wonder is here, Mr. Ethan Thompson. Welcome to the show.
Hey, we take a week off and you fucking forget and you queue up a shot without me?
Dude, I took 3.
Bro,
dude, I figured you'd be 7 in by now.
No, I just started. I'm trying to be responsible these days.
It's 5:30. We're at least 7 in.
It's Black History Month. I'm trying to be responsible for Jones.
Ricky, how are you, man? And the biggest bully in the world is here. He did not take the week off from bullying anybody. Bullying never stops. The work never ends.
Hey, man, it's tough, I just don't like people telling me, this should be this price and not like 2 to 3 times higher.
You're the fucking gatekeeper, and I don't want to hear shit. Because literally that whole thing this morning, bro, I just clicked on that first profile and I was like, I'm fucking done.
I'm up for a little bit. I'm playing a little PlayStation. My day off. I go into this chat and it still blows my mind that these people exist. But we'll get into that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you, it is his month. Let's celebrate it together. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Black History himself, Mike Jones, is in a building. Jones, this month we are at your mercy.
Yes.
Whatever you need from us, whatever you request, we deliver because it is your month.
Okay. Since you want to play like that, Black History is 12 months out the year. It's not just 1 month. Just get your facts straight.
Well, your birthday. Listen, you have birthdays, right?
Yo, us Mexicans only got Cinco de Mayo, bro.
You got Cinco de Mayo, Ethan? You got 1 day. That's it. I get all the days.
I want to know, is it going to happen at the beginning of the show or at the end of the show when Vinny admits Stallone does steroids?
Well, we're going to... Listen. You know what? Fuck it. Let's start out with that. And let me say hi to a few more people. Panetta, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We played WWE 2K22, and I downloaded Tekashi 69.
So bad.
And Tekashi 69 was whooping all y'all asses.
You lost, though.
Who'd Panetta have? Omos?
Omos. And I had Warrior.
You had Ultimate Warrior.
And how does Tekashi kick out of 2 of Warrior's splashes?
Listen, because he's Tekashi 69, bro.
But as soon as we start the match, me and Panetta jump Tekashi.
That's what happened.
That man beat Murder.
That long.
That man beat Murder Raps. He's getting out of a belly splash.
Let's see. Bedoy said, sorry about the dick pic. It was supposed. Well, I didn't get one, and I'm kind of upset about that.
Right?
Appleberry Nana is here in the building. Welcome.
I love Asian porn.
Jones gets a year of love and affection. Jones? What do you say to that? Look at that. And hello, Mr. Jones. Ooh, everyone's being super nice.
Right?
Super
what
nice.
Up, Justin?
It's the orange fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we check it out? Let's see. Come on, baby. Flex it. What you
Let's see
got,
the hair
Jones?
flip. Where's the hair flip?
I can only do like this because I got a top knot, so I'm feeling a little fiery right now. So
Look at the king.
Now, did you do that yourself?
I had it dyed by a professional.
Nah. He's a.
If I dyed it, it would have been.
No, I'm talking about your hair. You put it up like that.
Oh no, she did. I had somebody do that for me.
Oh,
I'm good. I'm not that good.
Oh, Jones, you're good.
I'm waiting for Jones to just go full fade.
Jones is real good. Vinny, you've got the Raw 3-pack. Yes, I did. I got it. It is awesome. I love it.
Did you get the no eyebrow one?
No.
I thought for sure Jones was gonna do the gold tips for his Hulk Hogan.
Actually, let me grab that.
I
I'll
don't
show it
have
to
to
you.
do Hogan. I won.
I will grab that real quick.
Kinda.
No. There's no loopholes in that one. No. He was never guaranteed to be in the Rumble. We picked somebody who was we picked somebody who was announced for the Rumble.
You took the low hanging fruit that was announced. Let's be real.
We took. Listen here.
You took the dirt sheet of the dirt sheet of the dirt sheets low hanging fruit.
We took. Okay.
At least me and Vinny had the foresight to think outside the box and try to be some sort of just martyrs for the cause.
Okay, so let me tell you this. If you knew what the lottery numbers were and the Powerball was number 12, would you be like, you know what? I'm going to pick 15 instead of 12.
No, I'm going to buy 11 through 15 just to make sure. Let's be real.
All right, here it is. I'll show you. This is the 3-pack we're talking about here. Now, I love this thing. This thing is gorgeous.
Nice dent in the plastic.
Where the fuck is the dent?
Right there under the 1, 2, 3
No,
kid.
that's the lighting. Fuck that. Well, I did not get the one. Now, apparently they have one with 1, 2, 3 kid with the missing eyebrows. That's the chase. As you can see, it has eyebrows, but it's a beautiful pack. Not too difficult to find. You can find these. Everyone's found them at Target, but I think it's a cool little setup. I like it. No one likes the 1, 2. I think the Undertaker looks the best.
He does when I saw it in person.
I also got, this was purchased at Disney World. Everyone remember Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Never seen it.
Oh,
You're lying.
see this.
I swear I've never
There's,
seen any Indiana Jones movie.
This is the voodoo doll from the Temple of Doom.
That's
If you've
pretty
never
dope.
seen it, you have to check it out. But this is a super dope collector's piece.
I
like
prefer
that
the
a lot.
Voodoo Doll from Major League. Just saying.
Joe Boo, I got him.
Joe
I
Boo.
have him.
I want the voodoo doll from the Child's Play movie.
Oh, your old mojo, Doc.
Yes. And Nico is correct here. Temple of Doom is the best of the original 3. When it comes to Indiana Jones, we do not include 4 and we do not include 5. It is the original 3 and we stick to that.
Which one was River Phoenix in?
Mr. Simpson, how are you? Last Crusade.
No. Okay.
The third one. Yeah, the 3-pack is awesome. So, if you all recall, or I'll fill you in, 2 weeks ago before the Rumble, we made a deal. We made a bet. And the bet was basically that whoever we chose to win the Rumble, then our opponent had to do something or claim something. I chose Sami Zayn to win the Rumble. This is predicated on the fact that Sami Zayn would be in the Rumble, but I digress.
But this is also predicated on the fact that we were trying to be forward thinking, not just generic. I'm going to put Cody in and he's just going to win. Man.
It really is the lowest hanging fruit, and I'll get to Cody. But here's the thing. This bet is null and void. Null and void, because why in the world would I choose someone who's not going to be in the Royal Rumble to win the Royal Rumble? It's not like we had a list of people who are going to be in it. We all thought
Nope.
Sami Zayn was going to be in the Rumble.
Nope.
I'm going to go a different way. I'm going to go a different way in voiding this Royal Rumble. Vinny does not have to admit defeat Because there was only 29 participants in the Royal Rumble this year. Rey Mysterio did not show up.
Yeah, that is true.
Well,
And
he has
stole
a
fucking spot.
he has a
That
legit
voids-
injury.
That voids because we don't know what would have happened.
I'm just so sick of Rey Mysterio.
Just like the Niners didn't have a quarterback, they didn't have a 30th member.
You have all this talent in the back. You still got Rey Mysterio. Like, let him stick to feuding with his kid.
Well,
And why the fuck is Dominic at the end?
Ray
Why?
had a legit injury. That's why he didn't come out.
All right.
He'll be out for a few months.
So you guys chose Cody. It was you and Jones who chose Cody Rhodes, which I'm like,
He was announced for the Rumble, and you
I mean-
knew he was going to win.
listen. I mean, prior to Sami Zayn actually blowing up during Cody's injury, I would have been like, listen, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And then I'm like, you know what? Vince is gone. Triple H is really building Sami up. It's probably the best storyline in wrestling right now. Why would Cody come back after being gone for months and enter almost last in the Rumble, just steal it from everybody, and then act like it was some magical comeback? You know, it's like, come on. So anyway, he's not in it. He's not in the Rumble. So that automatically disqualifies my pick. That's it.
And this is going to go into something we're going to talk about later. And this is why they're playing cleanup and having to have Heyman and them have moments in the ring. Just saying. Just saying.
Anyway, so what? Now listen, if you want me to be a man about it, if you can't take this reasoning, I listen, I will say it. All right? I'll say it. Sylvester Stallone may have done steroids.
Who?
Sylvester Stallone may have done
say
steroids.
his name.
Sylvester Stallone.
Say the name the right damn way.
I feel like it's being
I'm
pronounced.
not saying
right?
Rocky. I'm going by his government name.
That's not how you ever pronounce his name on this show.
I've heard it that way. He's got a cold, Disney, COVID. It just happens.
There's a lot going on. Sylvester.
CJ, hello.
Hello, CJ. How are you? Welcome, CJ. But speaking of Cody Rhodes, if you all do you all get to catch Raw this past week? You saw
Hell
Raw?
yeah.
All right, okay. Normally, me and Joey will text back and forth what we think of Raw. I think Cody's in trouble. I think Cody's in trouble. And let me just explain why before you all start laughing.
Yeah,
and
do tell.
Actually, now I'm going to cut you off right now.
bring your mic, Jones. I can't hear you. What'd you say?
It's your month.
I'm going to cut you off right now.
Why?
Is that better?
You sound low. How's he sound,
Now?
guys? Is it
How's
us?
that better?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When this bet happened, I said from the jump, you can check the tapes. They are stubborn, so I'm sticking with Cody because that's the original idea. When you picked Sami, nowhere was it ever stated that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble. That was your idea and the guy right under you's idea. They did not announce all 30 people for a reason. They heard people saying, oh, let's put Sami in there. Once the Royal Rumble started the show, you should have known your bet was stupid.
Can we help it that we're just trying to be forward thinkers for our audiences?
Listen.
You know, we're trying to put something out there where there's 4 people on the screen that just don't agree on everything.
Listen.
It's not about not agreeing. It's about being.
If you don't think that Sami, if you didn't think that Sami was gonna be in the Rumble, I mean that's pretty ballsy.
I didn't think he was going to be, but then during the pre-show when he was backstage with Roman, that confirmed it 100%
well,
for me.
Well, of course, as you get closer, you start seeing things. And remember, I texted you. I said, "I'm nervous now, bro." I got nervous when I saw that.
But there was a lot of people that like Solo Sikoa, the Usos were not in the Rumble. Like, why? Like the whole Bloodline. I think it was a story. Like, like Roman's like, y'all ain't gonna be in the Rumble.
They wanted to keep it its own thing because they had that whole thing planned for the end.
Oh, it was beautiful. A beautiful masterpiece.
It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It was probably some of the best WWE television I've seen in years.
But the story does not revolve around Sami.
Not at all.
I know what you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna fully disagree with you.
It's not Cody.
No,
nope.
Jay.
It's Jey Uso. Jey Uso. That's the whole story.
And listen, and I know you're saying they're going to fight at SummerSlam and blah, blah, blah. You know, I get that. But I think Cody's run into a problem. A big problem. Okay? And you're going to notice it in the next few weeks. You're going to notice the crowd start to turn on Cody. Slowly but surely. And there's a couple reasons why. Number one, he's playing off his dad's legacy way too much. Every fucking time Cody comes out, it's my father, Dusty Rhodes. My dad, Dusty Rhodes. No shit. No shit, Cody. We get it. We get who your daddy is. We're starting to not give a fuck.
I got one thing for you, and I'm going to be quiet on this subject. Since when has a nightmare ever been a good thing?
No. And I think that's where it's going. Let me see. Story is leading to the complete implosion of the Bloodline. Yeah. So, Monday Night Raw. Cody comes out, gets a lukewarm reaction. I wouldn't say it was a Sami level reaction, but it was a pretty positive reaction.
Sami's only getting a reaction because he is in the Bloodline. He would not get this
I agree.
attention.
I agree, but okay, that's where the crowd's at right now. That's where the audience is at. They're invested. Here it is, too. Here's another one. I was just going to say this. He needs to stop fucking crying.
It's kind of like Bill Belichick and the Patriots,
and the crying looks terrible, by the way.
We lost time.
So we have this promo where Cody comes out and says he always opens up with this, "Oh, what do you want to talk about?" I'm like, "Oh my God, that's cringe. Enough." So he talks about the legacy and the Rumble and how he could face Roman Reigns or Sami Zayn. And I'm like, yada, yada, yada. Normal Cody stuff. And then Paul Heyman comes out. I'm like, ooh, okay. This is going to get juicy. I like Paul Heyman on the mic. They start going back and forth about Dusty. And I shit you not. When Paul Heyman started doing the fake crying, and then Cody started doing the fake crying when they're talking about Dusty, right there, right then and there, you lost me. I'm out.
What?
I'm out.
It's forcing Cody down your throat now.
They are absolutely now forcing Cody down people's throats.
It's forcing the spin in the Bloodline. It's forcing all that shit because I watched the same thing and it's just the fake crying was just atrocious.
They want to make sure Cody's on the poster. Cody is headlining WrestleMania. They want to make sure that everyone is fully invested in the Cody Rhodes. Right now, they're not fully invested in the Cody Rhodes.
The only thing I'm happy about Cody Rhodes is a shot they bring back the Winged Eagle. That
would be pretty cool. So, wow. I mean, shout out to that. You know, Cody has proven to not be a racist.
You know, likes chocolate.
But I'm telling you right now, folks, mark my words. By the time WrestleMania rolls around, people are going to be booing Cody.
Who's more over at this point?
Booing Cody.
Sami or Cody?
Oh my God, Sami Zayn. Now that's not. I'm not saying Sami Zayn's a better wrestler.
No. But I'm saying, do you think they're trying to manufacture the over that they gave Sami, and now they're just trying to pluff it on.
They're trying
Cody.
to have this emotional connection with the audience and Cody Rhodes, and it's
Like
very
dad,
forced.
my dad,
Very forced.
But Vinny, my dad did commercials for cars.
My dad. When we were
Joey, do you want this or am I going to take it?
But you guys go ahead. You know, I really want to know if you agree with me on this, or if there's a part of something I've said that you can possibly agree with. Honestly, you mean to tell me you saw that promo and you're like, holy shit, and you almost started crying?
Go ahead, Jones, first.
Okay,
I want to hear, Jones. What do you think?
Okay. Here's the thing. I said what I said before you started talking. Nightmares are bad things. Cody is playing off the same style he was doing in AEW before he left. I'm a good guy, but I'm really a heel. He's not going to be full-fledged heel. He's bracing for that turn that's coming to him because, yes, the crowd loves Sami. This is almost a Roman Reigns Royal Rumble situation. However, there was no one, if they smartly did not put Sami in the Rumble, so you can't have that kind of backlash right away.
So you're saying Sami was not put in the Rumble because if he was eliminated, there was a possibility of Cody getting booed out like Roman did.
Yeah, that was like
makes sense.
You have to look at past mistakes and
makes sense.
run away from it.
So let's get to WWE and them painting themselves into a corner as always. There's no other outcome than Cody getting one of the titles, correct? Or both?
Possibly both right now.
Well, I'm
because
saying
the original pan's thrown out.
Let's just say one, at least one. You know, because you can't have Roman retain.
Why not?
Yeah.
I personally, I feel like Roman's stale as fuck.
And that's where I'm going to disagree with Ethan. I'd rather have Roman retain against Cody Rhodes.
No. I didn't say he shouldn't retain. I'm saying what WWE does.
Well,
because they're dumb.
They're trying to lock down the Cody thing. Make sure everyone's back. Go ahead, Jones. What were we saying?
I'm going to disagree. Look at what happened when Asuka won. Look at what happened when Shinsuke won. Mm-hmm. They were over. The crowd wanted them to win, yet they both went into WrestleMania and fell flat on their faces.
Well, that's because it was Shinsuke Nakamura, but I digress.
Wow.
Whoa.
There are different types of pops, Jones. There's different types of pops.
It wasn't about a pop. I'm saying as far as a talent.
I mean,
you haven't watched Shinsuke in his element. That's the thing.
What I'm saying is people can be happy for Shinsuke, like the "You Deserve It" chant and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean they want Shinsuke to lead the company. There's a difference. Yeah, someone different won the Rumble, someone who possibly deserved it, but I'm not ready for this guy to be world champ.
Okay, here's the thing. I am possibly the biggest AJ Styles fan in the world.
Yes, no, you are.
AJ had nothing to lose by dropping the belt to Shinsuke at WrestleMania. If he dropped the belt to him, you could have gotten your Japanese audience over more. You could have built over into another territory. The thing is, just because you have ignorance that was in charge at the time, just because his English wasn't on par with what they wanted, like Kevin Dunn, yeah, I'm talking about you. You're a jackass.
I mean, he is.
You're the reason AJ Styles
was a piece of shit.
You were the reason AJ Styles wasn't there years ago because he had too much of a Southern drawl. So that's facts. You can look it up. Shinsuke could have won. He did not have to have a long title reign. Long title reigns aren't always necessary. He could have held it maybe a month or two. It would have done wonders. Hell, you gave the belt to far less talented people. Great Khali.
Stop talking about Jinder Mahal like that. Go ahead.
I started off with Great Khali, so where did Jinder Mahal come into play? There's a guy who I feel is one of the worst wrestlers, unless he's in Japan, that's been champion, held it for years, but he's held that belt that's actually right behind Ethan right now. Yet, I understand his worth to the company and to the professional wrestling. I can acknowledge what he did. I don't have to like him as a person.
Okay.
So you've given it to far less talented people. There's been plenty of people you just didn't do anything with that got belts and got credit.
Joey, I would like your thoughts first off on the promo. We're talking the Heyman Cody promo. What did you think of it? Did it make you more invested for this WrestleMania feud, or did it kind of cringe you a little bit?
No, it made me more invested because there's storyline there.
Okay.
With Dusty and Roman and Dusty and Heyman.
Right.
But also, like, if I go back to the Rumble, Roman got that heat he needed back on him. Like that real heat when he finally beat the shit out of Sami Zayn at the end. And even on SmackDown, he's getting that heat. So Cody, I can sympathize with Cody. I think what helped Cody was Heyman coming out. Because Heyman can get that heat. Cody, when you hear Cody's promo, same way he was in AEW, he brings that emotion out. Like he could pull emotion very easily in his promos. He has that type of way to do it. With Heyman coming out and going back and forth, I liked it because Heyman could put the heat on himself and not on Cody. He can make Cody the more baby face of them all. Heyman can get a freaking popsicle over in the ring if he just shot a promo on him. Like, that's how good Heyman is. So I'm invested still. I'm not going to be one of those fans that, just jump off,
You're not going to go crazy for this one.
No, I'm not going to, just be like, oh, this is terrible, blah, blah.
Oh, I got you.
It got me invested. The Heyman and Cody promo, that needs to happen. Maybe, I'm not going to say every week, but I think it was a good taste.
Yeah.
That you go into Rumble season, start in March, after your Elimination Chamber.
They cannot, trust me when they cannot have Cody do a promo every week, man.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's given the timing, but it just came off really manufactured to me.
Yeah. Well, I think it was also kind of insulting to have him just come back at the very end of the Rumble. I understand the injury and everything, and then just win it. By the way, props to Gunther.
I didn't like the 30 spot,
Gunther.
but I also don't like the Rumble going on first.
That was crazy.
But see, you know what you could have did? I mean, I like the ending of the show with Roman and KO and Sami. Yeah. That worked. Yeah. But you know what you could have did? You could have had that world title match first. Beat the piss out of Sami at the end. And that can explain why he doesn't make it to the Rumble match.
That's what I thought. I thought they were going to open with the championship match. Because they're prone to doing that. But forget the bathroom break that pitch black match was.
But when they released the script right before the show, that's when I was like,
you saw that shit.
Please don't let this be true.
Jones, listen, it's Black History Month, but I will not support a pitch black match.
Agreed.
That was not the bathroom break match, though. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So you agree with me?
Yeah,
the bathroom break match could have been Alexa Bliss, right?
Well, getting their butt whooped.
100%.
Yeah, because that was, like I said, what did I tell you? That was going to be a massacre.
It's terrible.
And now she's taken, off for... She's going to be off a while.
I think Bray Wyatt's in a lot of trouble, too. I think he's in a deep, dire hole right now.
Undertaker did release today what he actually said to Bray Wyatt in the ring for Raw 30.
Look at Babel. With some...
If Babel's not recreating that on TikTok, you know it was fucking terrible.
And Babel is the biggest fiend Bray Wyatt fan there is. This man buys his underwear and tries it on YouTube. Reviews it on YouTube.
That's not the worst thing I've seen.
It actually, Jones, it's up there. I'd say top 5.
I will put it high, but it's not
Top
the worst
5
thing
of
I've
some
seen.
of
I
the
don't know,
worst
man.
things
Have
I've
you seen some
in
of these
WWE.
wacky matches in WCW?
Just putting it out
Pinata on a pole match?
A lot of people giving up on Bray.
Judy Bagwell on a pole match.
Oh, yes, on a forkliff.
I mean, but listen, we know they knew it was stupid when they're doing it. They knew it was retarded. They knew.
I'm going to one up you. My company, Jeff Hardy's drunk high ass versus Sting. That was the worst match I've ever seen in my life.
It's a good match.
But you
Sting
knew
had
going
to save
into
him
it.
with a roll up. No, I didn't. That was supposed to be a great match.
No, bro. Come on, bro.
No, Jeff Hardy versus Sting on paper, you did not expect that.
Yeah, but you knew how Jeff Hardy was, bro. You knew he was in some shit. He needed help. You knew, you know? It's like LOD, you know, during
never
that
that
time
bad.
period in the Attitude Era. You knew.
Never been that bad. Watch that Jeff Hardy match. There's
Halloween
nothing
Havoc
worse than
91, man. I agree with you, Juan, when Abdullah the Butcher gets electrocuted.
Oh. But anyway,
Panetta's
it's up there. It's up there. And the problem is that they're trying to be super serious with it. Like Bray Wyatt actually thinks this is good. That's the problem. They're sitting in a room with Bray, because you know Bray has probably all this creative control now.
He does.
Let's have a pitch black match. And then you have the WWE executives. Yeah, we'll call Mountain Dew. We'll have them sponsor it. We'll put the name all over the
Guess
place.
what? They got paid for it. They got paid for it.
That's
Didn't he
great.
just show up? Didn't he just show up to a house show with the mask too? With the
here's
whole
the
howdy
thing.
thing?
If Mountain Dew called us and said, "Yeah, we want you to do your show Pitch Black. We'll pay you millions of dollars to do it," this show would be pitch black. Nobody's gonna stop me from doing
no,
that.
Jones, no. I would deny the millions of dollars
You are a damn liar. Not a
because I don't want anyone taking a shit while we're on stream.
I can guarantee you we can put something better together than what they did.
Dude, that was, and you know what? I was highly disappointed in it because I was kind of curious. Like everyone was curious. We're like, what's a pitch black match? And I thought in my mind, I hope it's not what it was.
LA Knight made it work, though.
LA Knight, God bless his soul.
He
God
made
bless
it
that
work.
man.
He made it. I mean, even though the floor and the ring looked like freaking somebody just splooged Skittles all over the floor.
It looked like Babel's nightlight in his bedroom.
I mean, the worst, it was not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, I
thought it was gonna be a cinematic match. So
Yeah.
You did, and I thought it was going to be terrible if it was that.
But I figured,
was happy it was a live match.
I figured LA Knight would make it work because he has that type of personality. The worst part, it wasn't as bad. It went a little quicker than I figured. But the worst part was Uncle Howdy missing LA Knight.
And LA Knight almost jumping into the sky because the cushion almost blew him up.
He had to roll over into the hole.
And it's like, bro.
You only saw that from the fan footage.
But even like the angle where they shot from, they tried to hide it. Howdy was like 3 inches over on the TV screen. So that's got to be 2 feet, 3 feet.
But like when he jumped, he went like,
He did the Macho Man elbow. It didn't look stupid.
Who jumps and turns backwards with an elbow?
Come on. Bo Dallas.
So there you have it. I agreed with you.
So we agreed. Holy shit. We agreed on something. I'm happy about that. I swear to God, Jones, if you defended this pitch black match.
I can't defend. I just said it's not the worst thing I've seen. That's all I'm saying. It's like I've seen far worse.
He watches
Justin
TNA.
says, to be fair, I've tried the new Mountain Dew pitch black drink. It's delicious.
I thought LA
Mountain Dew
Knight
won.
It's tough. Like I said, Seth Rollins said it's tough going through these, working with Bray Wyatt because.
It's got to be, yeah.
But LA Knight made it work.
Well, that's what Meltzer reported. The top guys don't want to work with Bray Wyatt because it ends up making them look stupid. Along with Bray. It kills everything. Now, LA Knight, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, LA is probably top 5 on the mic in all of pro wrestling. LA Knight.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
LA Knight, not of all time, but he is up there, bro.
Coming after you.
I'm going to say this.
That
2K,
motherfucker is so good.
2K needs him to do the motion captures and the entrances again.
That man. And yo, he's got swag. He'll draw you in.
That's
That
Eli
boy-
Drake to me. I'm sorry.
that
That's
boy knows-
Eli Drake.
He's one of two people I have penciled in as for Money in the Bank right now.
LA Knight?
Yeah.
I would love it.
It's two people I have.
I would
The other
absolutely love it.
person, I'll say it now. The other person I would have win Money in the Bank, honestly, is Cody.
I thought you were going to say Happy Corbin Jones.
JBL dropped him.
I thought you were gonna say
JBL
Happy
dropped
Corbin.
him. So
Here's the thing. I like Baron Corbin. I don't know what they've been doing with him right now. So I can't defend him right now until he's repackaged to the Lone Wolf.
yeah, Lone Wolf
He
in
was-
NXT.
He was the last person to pin Roman.
Roman.
He needs that Hulk Hogan hair, bro. He needs if he
No,
wants
he's
to be the
balding.
Lone Wolf.
He's
No,
balding.
He was
but
balding as
the
Lone
Hulk-
Wolf. He needs to have the Hulk Hogan hairdo, and he needs to have the tight pants that show the top of his ass crack. Then he's the Lone Wolf.
Oh, I like that.
What was he do? Yeah. Man, I love that. I love that character. That's great. Great TV, Mr. LA Knight. Yeah, so we were catching up on the Rumble because we haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. So those were some of our thoughts from Royal Rumble. Women's match, we all called Rhea Ripley. I mean, that was a no-brainer. We all knew Rhea Ripley was going to win the Rumble.
But Liv Morgan did scare me at the very end.
She did. And we were all hoping and praying that crying Liv Morgan, who cries constantly. I think she cries more than Cody. That's tough. Yeah, no,
I'll tell
she
you
does.
this. I like the Rumble. The ending was perfect. How they did it.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I could still do without a women's Rumble, but I enjoyed the ending. Can we just touch on something? Jones, I want to make sure, listen, I know it's Black History Month. That doesn't mean I'm going to support everything you say, but I feel we can have some common ground, especially with this. Nia Jax. Nia Jax. First of all, that wasn't the crowd roaring. That was Nia walking. Okay. She must have honestly gained another 100 pounds since she's been gone.
Dude, those thighs were smoking as she was coming down the ring.
She could have taken the time to not only better her mental health, which I applaud her for. You know, she needed the mental health rework. But baby girl, you're beautiful. Get in that gym and get better because you are injuring people. You are hurting people. If you want to be a big girl and be a good wrestler, like Doudrop,
You mean Piper Niven?
Piper Niven.
we'll go with Piper Niven. Then do that. But when you're breaking noses and killing women, maybe you got to do something about it. Go ahead, Jones.
I believe she has a glandular issue, so the weight is not her control.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
There's some people, you can't control your weight. Like you have a hormonal issue where your weight will go up and down. Like Chris Hero has the same issue.
But she can control injuring people.
That is true.
That doesn't fall on her. She was brought up too quickly. I will stand on that ground. She was brought up too quickly. She was still green when they brought her up. They brought her up off a namesake. So you bring somebody else up who's not properly trained, that's on you.
They did botch her entrance.
Yeah.
The music stuff.
Thank God. Somebody in the back was smart and was like, I can't do the countdown for this woman. I can't do it.
But before the countdown, the music starts. Like somebody lost their job for that.
So
like,
honestly, probably one of the worst things to happen that night was Nia Jax returning.
I like the way they did it though, because everybody jumping her and dumping her out the ring was hilarious.
Okay, I guess. I just don't want to see her on my TV ever again. That's just me. That's me personally. Let's see. Maybe her thyroid that messes with her weight. I don't know. Do you think these pros, Jones, they can hire a nutritionist, someone to...
It's not controllable.
Is it really?
Dead serious.
Like, no matter what
Hero,
you do.
Chris Hero has the same issue. You might know him as Cassius Ohno, or you might not know him at all. But
No, I know Hero. I know what you
he
mean
was
there.
skinny
In ROH.
in ROH, and then his body just started ballooning. and he couldn't control his weight, and he kept trying. The doctor was like, it's an issue you're just gonna have to live with the rest of your life, where he looks like he's fat, but he's really
he did the reverse Gunther.
Yeah, even going to the gym is still not going to cut him up.
Wow. And this is confirmed that she has that?
I believe it was said. Like I don't quote me on that, but I believe it was said she had the same issue. Because look at her when she first started at NXT. She was not that big. Her salary didn't jump that much, where her eating habits can jump that drastically.
I think she would be great as a model.
She was a model.
She was a model.
She was a plus size model.
Then she should stay a plus size model because she would do great there. She won't hurt anybody. Honestly.
It's still training.
She has a beautiful face, and for plus size models, she would look great. Go for that. Stay modeling. Stop breaking noses. God, she's the worst. Anyway, that's Royal Rumble. Jerry Lawler. Read yesterday. It was scary. It said he suffered a severe, massive stroke. And stroke, that usually, you remember what happened with, was that JR? JR had the stroke, right?
It was.
He had Bell's palsy.
Oh, really? I thought did he have a stroke? No, it was.
No, it was Bell's palsy.
Wow. But yeah, when you have a stroke, a lot of times you can't talk. You lose feeling and movement.
Dude, he's lucky because that's number 2 now, right?
I don't know.
Well, he had the one on air, right?
That was a heart attack.
That was a heart attack.
A heart attack, but it's still a heart issue. I mean,
yeah, that's. So he goes. TMZ just reported that he's actually home now. He's out of the ICU after massive stroke, returning home to rehab. Oh, good. A rep for Lawler said that he's 73 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Man, he looks good for 73. Jerry is out of ICU and will return to his Florida home for outpatient rehab. Lawler's doctors are hopeful that the Hall of Famer will make a full recovery with proper rehab, which is great news. Shout out to him, bro.
See, that's the downer side of
Brett,
being 70, 73.
73.
Like, bro, he's had a stroke and a heart attack. Whoa.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's still moving the way he is. Pro wrestlers by the age of 70, that's like 90 in regular non-wrestling years.
He needs to stop wrestling.
Is he still wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Him and that other psychopath, Terry Funk. Well, Terry Funk finally got forced to sit down.
Yeah.
But if he
what about Honky Tonk?
The Bushwhackers.
Only one of them can still wrestle.
Yeah.
These guys, they don't know when to hang. They don't know when to hang it up, bro.
No, I don't think
That's
they can.
all they know.
That's all they know.
If they stop, they might die, which is unfortunate.
They don't know what else to do. They don't think they don't look at themselves as valuable in any type of anything else outside of wrestling. They have no value. That's what they think. And I mean, look at then they end up hurting themselves. And then look at Ric Flair. Look at Rick.
I don't want to.
He's gonna have another match. Don't worry.
Ric Flair wants to the final match that everyone paid for on pay-per-view, and all that merchandise of the final match of Ric Flair. It was all schmaz because now this guy wants to wrestle again.
Well, he did wrestle. I think it was like a couple nights later with Andrade.
It was like an interference.
He was just a manager for that one.
Just manager.
Now this guy wants to have another match. I know they said in that Ric Flair match that he was that was all part of the shtick, the act that he wasn't moving. No, that was him.
Yeah, I'll fight you to death on that.
That man was drunk. That man was not fully hydrated, and he looked like a 70-plus-year-old man trying to wrestle.
Look at it from a logical perspective.
Who almost died prior.
All three of you are Ric Flair right now, right? This is your last match. And somebody comes to you and says, hey, we're going to have you halfway fall asleep on the canvas for half the match. What are you going to do?
what a great gimmick to the match. Let's pretend you're dying. In no way, shape, or form does that even come across my mind when I'm creating a match with Rick. I'm saying don't hurt Rick, and Rick, don't hurt yourself, but don't fall asleep. I'm not gonna say don't fall asleep. Huh? That man. He needs to get away. He's gonna kill himself, and I think he wants to. I think he wants to die in the ring.
Go out like.
Shout out to the wrestler, bro.
Yeah, the wrestler.
What's his name? Ram.
Yeah, Ram Jam.
Shout out to Ram Jam, bro.
Randy the Ram Robinson.
Love that movie. Love that movie. Now that man, you felt for him because, he was almost homeless. You felt for that man in that story.
Roddy Piper said that movie is like reality.
Yeah.
Like if you look at a lot of older wrestlers.
Yeah. In those little, remember they would do these little like signings in these high school gyms.
Remember he's playing like the little Nintendo and he's got the little Ram Jam character.
Yeah. Dude, that is probably one of my favorite movies of all time is The Wrestler.
Agreed.
He played that part so well. What was the actor's name again? What was it? What's his name? Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Chris Jericho.
He's got a lot of plastic surgery done.
Have you seen him lately? Google Mickey. If you guys get bored, Google Mickey Rourke 2023.
Bro, I almost had him on Pounding the Meat one week.
That's
Mickey
wild.
Rourke. I talked to his manager, and he goes, "Hey, Vinny, thanks for reaching out." He's like, "But he's too busy traveling the world. He's not doing any podcasts." I'm like, "You mean plastic surgery? This guy look like a Barbie doll, gone wrong. He looks like what's her name, Madonna." Now you see Madonna's photo from the Grammys.
Man, she looks
See
like
Madonna
future.
with a wrestling belt from Milliken on the cover.
That's what was that? Hard Candy, the Hard Candy tour. Yeah. I mean, it was wasn't it based partially? It was based on partially all their lives. They're all drugs. Well, not all, but a lot of them. They end up being addicts. Secluded from family and society.
I think the steroids part might have been Warrior. The drug part
Steroids?
may have been Roberts.
No, that was Stallone.
No, it was not Stallone. It was not Stallone. But you see a lot of wrestlers in that character. Like you think of your favorites, you could see your favorites in there. The ones that weren't as successful.
Do you remember?
Top guys.
Do you remember this? It was the MTV True Life. Do you guys remember that show?
Yes.
I love that show.
They in the
Great
90s.
show.
I want to be a pro wrestler.
Yes.
And Tony Atlas, like you see him, like he was talking about, like he's like, I got paid on a Monday and I was broke Wednesday.
Wow.
And then you see him in his house searching for money to try to put on a wrestling show.
Oh my God.
Like,
Who was the wrestler? Was it Kamala? Who was the truck driver? I think it might have been Kamala.
No, Kamala lost his legs, or at least one of his legs.
I think that, because he was originally a truck driver, I believe, because he was broke. He had to make a living. And then he ended up losing one of his legs, or
That would
both.
have been Kamala then.
Yeah. And that story, I remember reading it years and years ago. That story broke my heart. Because that man, his gimmick was hella over, bro. He was successful in WWF. Wherever he went, Kamala really scared you. He was a great pro wrestler and a character. And to see where
I
these
don't
guys fought,
see anything about Kamala being a truck driver.
Look, I don't know.
I know he wrestled until his last match was 2010.
It's on his wiki. It's on his wiki.
What does it say?
It says he was better. August 20th, better known for his ring name, Kamala began working as a truck driver using two semi-tractor trailers.
Yeah, I thought it was something with 18 wheelers or something. One of
where
my
is
favorite
that at?
Ricky Rourke films is Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man with Don Johnson.
It's under his early life.
I never seen that. Never seen that.
Mr.
yeah, these
Movie
guys-
hasn't seen something?
These guys, a lot of them, you know, they go through hard times, bro. They go through some hard times.
There is nothing. He drove trucks. That was before he became a wrestler.
Was it before?
That was
Yeah, it was
before he
before.
became a wrestler.
Oh, I could have swore it was after. Maybe he went back to it.
No, it was high blood pressure and diabetes that
Took his
So-
leg.
So his last match was in 2010 and 2011. That's when he had all the health issues.
So
and
was
the leg.
diabetes that took his legs?
Could have been.
Was it one or both? Was it both legs?
Initially, it started off with one. I don't remember. if
And then
both
I
of
think
them-
it went to both.
generally goes to both.
Jesus.
But I mean, I don't want to say like negative, but I mean, if you don't take care of your body, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these guys, I mean, life on the road back then, they didn't
But a
have
lot
time
of
to
it-
take care of themselves.
A lot of it's genetic though too. You look at Warrior.
Yeah.
Warrior's whole male side were dead by the time they were 55.
Jesus.
You know, they all had heart failure and shit like that.
Fucking, sometimes I sit and I wonder where some of the legends, like when I'm watching these old classics, like a Coco Beware, or, you know, I'll look it up. And a lot of them, I see that they're dead and I didn't even know.
Coco Beware, I think,
I
is
didn't
still
even know that
alive.
they died.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Or I didn't even know where
His
they
bird's
were.
dead, right?
His
Yeah,
bird died
the
in a
bird
fire.
Died, yeah.
Yeah.
The bird died what?
In a fire.
Fire.
Oh my God.
A guy
Jesus.
said like he was hearing like it sounded like a child calling for help, and it was the bird.
Are you fucking serious?
That's fucking wild. Can you
Here's-
imagine?
Can you imagine here? Help, help. It's a bird.
Here you go.
Holy-
If you look at the first 6 WrestleManias, at least somebody from the main event has passed away.
How
The only
many
two-
of the people from the first 6 WrestleManias, how many that competed in match are alive?
No, but I mean like the main event, like WrestleMania 7, the main event is still alive. So
All right, look at one. One was Hogan. Yeah.
Hogan, Orndorff,
Orndorff gone.
Piper,
Piper still alive. No,
and
gone.
Mr. T.
So 2 and 2. All right, WrestleMania 2.
Hogan and Bundy.
Bundy's gone. WrestleMania
Hogan
3.
and Andre.
Andre's
Andre.
gone.
WrestleMania 4, DiBiase and Savage.
Savage gone.
5,
Five.
Savage and
Savage. 6.
Warrior.
Where?
Wow.
Yeah, he fell down. 7, Hogan Slaughter. Still alive.
Still alive. Yeah. 8.
I heard Hogan's not doing too good though.
Well, he had that.
Back
He had that
surgery.
surgery and he lost feeling in his legs. And he I think he's coming off the cane now. Last video I saw, unless he's just promoting it for the video.
He has said that like it's the leg drop has taken a toll, like it made him messed up.
I was talking to my dad about that. Like, dude, how many times can you land on your
Yeah.
tailbone and it doesn't fuck your spine up?
I think he said like he lost like 3 inches in height.
I believe it.
But he goes if I can go back, I'm known as having the largest arms in the world. Why wouldn't I just put somebody in a sleeper? He should have did the double axe hander like Rip.
So I watch a guy on YouTube. His name's Jordan the Lion. He went to the Hogan's Beach Shop there and was it Orlando?
Yeah,
he
Orlando
actually-
and Clearwater.
Yeah, so I think it was Orlando. He actually caught up with Hogan was in the back coming in to do a signing. And he caught Hogan before everybody else did, and Hogan was in the back. And I felt some kind of way because you see Hogan get out of this truck, right? And like he had to wait for the assistant to come over and kind of lean on his. You could tell he didn't want to get caught on camera trying to walk.
Yeah.
And so like he waited and he was like kind of like just mandering around,
Trying to
just
play
like
it off.
going through his bag. And then the assistant comes around and he's kind of like leaning on her. And then Brian Knobs gets out of the truck.
I can't believe that dude's still alive. Holy shit.
And they get out of the truck and it's just like you look at these two and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Bro, that's the Nasty Boys, and that was The real American Hulk Hogan, bro.
Those prayers and
Then
vitamins,
you look
bro.
at yourself in the mirror and you're like, fuck.
If you look at it,
I'm going to be there. one day.
Flair is in better shape than Hogan, actually.
I mean, sadly.
Flair's still wrestling.
But I mean, when you hear him, like talk and like get around, like he's in better
Well, he
shape.
can still do the dance. I mean, dude, Flair was in a fucking plane crash, too.
He's still doing that podcast.
Is he?
Yeah.
How is it? Is it good?
It's pretty good.
I got
Conrad
something.
will ask him questions. He'll talk.
Yeah. Is he drunk on any of them still?
I'll tell you this: it was cool. Like he was talking about his last match, he put over Bret Hart.
Did he?
Because he said, it was cool seeing. It was nice. He goes because we've had so much heat over the years.
Yeah.
That we realize it's just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And he said he really appreciated when Bret, Taker, and Mick Foley showed up to his last match.
I can't disagree with that.
No, see, Anna, that's where you're wrong, honey. Jones does care. Jones just has to pretend like he doesn't care. That's just it. Jones is perceived.
Speaking of Ahmed Johnson, where is Ahmed? What's he doing?
Lorowski.
So
He made-
here's
he-
something crazy.
He made a lot of money, didn't he?
First of all, let me speak on Tony Jones. Okay. So, my wife's cousins lived in Houston, Texas. Okay.
You mean Tony Norris?
Tony Norris, that's right.
Yeah.
Tony Jones is.
I'm sorry, man, just-
he called him Tony Jones.
That's not a proper slip of the tongue.
So the wife's cousins lived in Houston, Texas. And I didn't know that her cousin used to do little wrestling shows, like perform. And we were talking about wrestling, and he said that Ahmed Johnson lived in the same apartment building as him.
No way.
And he said
dude.
he was a moocher.
Really?
would always ask
what's a
for everything.
moocher? What's a moocher?
Somebody that's asking for everything. Yo, you got this? Can I do this?
No,
Yeah. Oh.
bro. Like he asked for a cigarette and stuff.
Like
yo,
he
you got
would
a
like
Lucy?
just ask for everything. Like he said like he thought like that he was still like big time.
Yeah. Damn.
Now mind you, this was back in probably I'd say probably like maybe 20 years ago or something, or like
Oh,
15
shit.
years ago. But
That's
still,
even worse.
yeah.
Where's Ahmed now, Jones?
I'm gonna give me a gold dust IC in honor of
I
Ahmed.
care less about him than I do the other guy.
What was his name? Big T in WCW.
Yeah.
What was it? Big T.
He was in the MC Hammer movie. He played Shook Knight. He did. I swear.
Yo, shout out to Ahmed Johnson. I don't care what you guys say or think. That man was hella over. He really
was for a
was,
point.
bro. He
What-
got more of a pop than Cody did on Monday Night Raw.
Until he tried to join LOD.
No.
Or no, Nation of
No.
Domination. Nation of Domination.
He was probably primed to be the champion.
Yes.
But his legit liver issue caused it.
It was, wow.
But like when he came back because I remember when I went to SummerSlam '96.
Wait, when did he leave? 94, 95?
No. What do you mean from the
When did he, for injury?
96? 96. Because he won the title at King of the Ring from Goldust.
Right.
He was supposed to defend it against Farouk at that SummerSlam. I went to it.
Okay.
But he got it beforehand because it was when he won the over the top like battle royal to get a shot at HBK, and it was him and HBK versus the Smoking Guns on I think it was for the tag titles on Raw, and that's when Farouk came out and kicked him.
Oh my
But that
God.
was like the storyline. But like when he came back, he didn't have the same pop and the same, like that 97,
Yeah.
early 98 was just
He lost his spark.
Right
It
there.
was,
Right
yeah.
there.
You're fucking
That's all you need to
lying.
know.
I did not even remember this.
Yes.
Gave me the perfect segue.
Wait a second. Jones, explain this to me.
That was back when they were
What am
still
I
trying
looking
to,
at right now?
They were trying to get LOD over.
that was WrestleMania 13, the
seriously,
Chicago
no.
Street
I
Fight.
don't remember it.
Yeah,
Oh,
WrestleMania
that was-
13.
Oh my God.
It was-
kind of lost their steam. They were old at that point.
Yeah, it was
Wasn't that LOD 2000?
no,
This-
no,
this-
that
this-
was in
no,
'98.
Pre-draws.
Okay.
This is pre-draws in Sunny, right?
Yeah, this is WrestleMania 13. So it was Ahmed and
That was
LOD.
OLD.
Yeah, and Ahmed and LOD versus the Nation of Domination in a Chicago Street Fight at WrestleMania
I mean,
13.
It just fit. Look
I mean,
at
it
that.
doesn't look bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like it kind of
Dude,
looks good.
he looks like he's playing middle linebacker.
Look at him.
If he had put some face paint on, it would
Yeah, like let me see that again, bro. He kind of
Ah.
looks fire. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it is Black History Month. Let's support the man.
Focus. Well, focus.
Let's support the man. You know. Oh well, we saw. I'll post it on our socials for everyone.
So since Joey mentioned the smoking guns, I can happily do this now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, there's Ahmed
Oh
Johnson.
my God, bro! Is that Moocher Med?
Yeah.
That's a big T.
He looks like he mooching heavy. He's munching.
He has 5 necks,
Jesus.
5 chins.
My man.
Yo, but at least the cat had a run. Let
He
him
had a good
live in
run.
retirement.
He had a run with the.
Cody.
I think
He captured one of the people's hearts in this fucking room right now.
he was an IC champion for like a month.
I remember when Jones was a young kid and he's sitting there and he's like, you know what? When I grow up,
I want to be
I
like
want to be
Ahmed.
just like him. Champion of the world and an LOD member. This guy does it all. Guy does it all. By the way, you are right, Jones. Would you like to announce it to everyone who hasn't seen Dynamite? Shout out to
Shout out to the Gun Club, the new AEW Tag Team Champions.
I liked it.
I was shocked they pulled the trigger so quickly.
Me too.
But I'm not mad.
I
at
figured
them.
they would have did it at Revolution
too.
with Daddy Ass turning on the Acclaimed.
Nah, I mean,
But-
listen, I know Daddy Ass is going to turn on the Acclaimed. I know it's going to happen, but I kind of like how they're setting it up right now. They're making the match at Revolution meaningful now.
But here's the thing: the Acclaimed is better as the Hunters
I agree.
than the Hunted.
You're right. You know what? I'll tell you, when they became, as every week that went by with them as champion, they kind of lost their mojo a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Like the hunt, you're exactly right, Joey. It's the hunt that made people
Yeah.
get behind them.
It's a similar situation with Stone Cold. He was actually better chasing than actually champion.
Yeah. It's a pretty good point, actually. A lot of people we get behind, like Shinsuke, right? Shinsuke Nakamura.
Or MJF in the car.
Now MJF is having one hell of a run. It was getting stale a second. It was stuttering.
But you know what was
It was
great?
stuttering.
You brung him out for like 5 different things, and it
they
worked.
They were over. But here's the thing: when he first became champion, after the first few weeks, I'm like, "Yo, it's starting to stutter a little bit. I'm getting nervous because it wasn't really catching." But yo, he put on one hell of a match last night. Shout out to MJF, bro. My man really getting his ring skills up.
And it opened the show, which I was a little shocked
Yeah.
about. But
The skills have always been there. He just hasn't been in there with the right opponents.
But I just feel like he's gotten better. In the last few years that I've seen him, he really has improved. As far as wrestling moves.
I can't agree.
He's always been good, like just as
I
a
can't agree
character.
with you.
Wow. Jones.
No.
Did you watch the match last night?
Here's the thing. I've been watching MJF longer than people knew who MJF was.
Now I'm talking AEW MJF.
No, I'm just saying, like he always had the ability. They didn't give him the proper opponents where he needed to wrestle. That's what I'm saying.
It shouldn't be up to just proper
so this is
opponents.
just me. I think MJF's best match in AEW
Okay.
was against CM Punk at that pay-per-view.
Dog collar?
Dog
Was it the
collar.
Dog collar? I was
But
there
also
live.
against Cody as well.
They were, with the low blow. Or no, was that the low blow match? Or no? Oh, no, that's when he was with him. Then he low blow. That's when he turned on him.
Turned on him.
Yeah.
And he made Cody he did like the lashings with the belt.
Yeah. MJF, I don't know. They're doing good things, but they're starting to make it really work right now. I'm enjoying
My
it.
favorite, his best match to me as a wrestler in AEW was last night.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I agree with you.
Yeah, that was his.
That's
best
some of the best
AEW
work
match.
I've seen.
That's his best AEW match. I'm just
Correct.
saying. I've seen, like, he was in CZW. He was in MLW. Like,
Right.
I've seen the progression the whole time.
Right.
But
But in
Like,
if you just saw his AEW work,
that would be the
100%.
I would 100% agree with you. I'm only saying because it's
You know the
common
other
to me.
stuff. Yeah. But dude, this man did a backflip off the top rope and landed.
But
I'm
like,
what?
but like you knew, like if you're a hardcore fan, you knew I'm probably gonna butcher Takashida's last name.
You got it right.
Okay, Takashita. You knew him in Japan. He's a good wrestler, very good. But with the American style, and the American fans, But with him and MJF, man, it clicked good, perfect. Because MJF likes those type of wrestlers. Like he's a fan of New Japan.
Yeah.
He's a fan of the history. If you know anything about him. So.
Drew Aldridge Boyer said the best thing about Ahmed and the Nation was Farouk saying, let that be a lesson to all your black asses after kicking him out.
But I'm gonna say this. I think MJF and Daniel Bryan will put on a very good Iron Man match.
I agree. Well now
I'm
after
still
what?
saying this. I am not going on air after that match. You can find me. You can
3 a.m.
suspend me. Whatever. I'm not going on air.
D'Lo got powerbombed on a car in that WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
FTR is coming back to take the straps.
Pipe dream.
Really big T. Let me see. Justin says, I'm with Jones on this one. The Acclaimed as champions were becoming stale. I agree with that. And I prefer huge baby faces like the Acclaimed to have a brief title run so they don't have a dragging reign that dampens the big moment that everyone feels the same way.
But it works in AEW. A lot of teams don't have long title reigns.
Yep. And Panetta with Konosuke.
Konosuke.
Takashita.
Looks like take a shitta.
Okay, Maxwell.
Is that what he said? Is that what MJF said?
That's what he said on air.
That motherfucker. So, when is Elimination Chamber coming up? When is that? That's next week?
18th, isn't it?
Yeah, no Usos, which will suck.
Yeah.
So who's confirmed in the chamber?
They may let Jay be there.
Yeah, because his was only a DWI.
Who's confirmed in the chamber right now?
The one's for the U.S. title, and the other one's for the Raw Women's title shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So one's for the U.S. title. You got, so of course you got the champion in there. You got Austin Theory.
Austin Theory, Lashley,
Damian Priest, Montez Ford, Seth Rollins.
Oh God, Montez.
and Johnny Gargano.
Ugh.
I like Johnny, but I don't want him in that match.
I think Theory's going to retain because it will be Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Logan Paul.
I want Theory and Montez Ford to be the last two. Because I think you'll get that Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston type chamber feel.
I have a feeling it's going to be a boring chamber. Ugh. Man, I just watched the first chamber match, and man,
2002?
How the mighty have fallen, bro.
2002?
What a match that was. Man, star-studded. Those guys. Yo, shout out to the Heartbreak Kid.
Yo, RVD crushing Triple H's trachea with the front.
Bro, and just the energy. The energy, man.
The energy is going to be in that U.S. title match. Don't sleep on that one.
Jones,
Seriously.
come on,
no, it's too much talent in there for it not to be an exciting match.
Montez Ford?
I'm not going to let you do
Montez
that.
Ford?
I refuse to let you do that.
Come on, Jones.
So you're not excited for
You're
the
comparing Montez Ford to RVD, Shawn Michaels. You're saying it's the energy?
Montez Ford has a ton of energy. He probably has a better frog.
I'm not
splash
saying
than
their
RVD.
energy. I'm talking the
He has
crowd
a better
energy.
frog splash than RVD.
So you don't think the Chamber pay-per-view will be good at all?
No, I'm not saying it won't be good at all. I'm just saying it's not gonna be great.
No, the whole pay-per-view.
Well, I don't know the other matches. What do we
Sami
got?
versus Roman.
Well, no, I'm excited for that. Yeah, of course.
I mean, that'll be a massacre.
That's a massacre. Everyone wants to watch it.
But
right?
here's the thing: they're in Montreal.
So he's
What
going to get that bigger
happens?
pop.
What happens in Montreal?
Screw jobs.
The screw job. Oh, I like that, Joey V. I like that. Ding, ding, ding.
I have a reverse screw job that's probably going to happen. That I'm thinking is going to happen.
But who's getting screwed? Of course, it's Sami Zayn, right?
Sami will be screwed, but it won't take place until Monday Night Raw.
Why then?
The show will end with Sami thinking he won the championships, but there'll be some kind of controversy, and then the wise man comes out on Raw and gets it reversed.
Think they're gonna do that?
You go to test crowd reactions, right?
Sami screwed Sami.
you test crowd reactions.
Oh, but they don't need to test this one, Jones. This is Montreal.
But how much heat do you think Roman will get more if he beats Sami like dirty?
Yep.
I'll love it.
You know what? I don't think it'll be as much heat as it's just disappointment.
No, it's going to be nuclear heat. If
But
in Montreal.
But will it be worse than the original screw job?
No.
Nothing will ever compare to that.
No.
It depends
A
on how it
screw
goes
job
down.
would be better.
It depends on how it goes down.
A screw job would be better.
If I'm Roman,
have Vince come out. Fuck it.
No. If I'm Roman at the end,
Vince makes his return.
He should.
If I'm Roman at the end, you do this. TBL, the bloodline.
Telling you, bro. I like that, Joey. I like that. That's actually a great idea. The Montreal screw job part 2. There would be pretty cool if Vince McMahon came out and then Sami spits on him. They recreate the whole fucking thing.
So if you want to do that, have Britt come out and hit him with a chair so he don't get to the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, not this time, bitch.
Ooh. All right, well, that was a fun show. We have a show next week with Hazard F5 will be on next week. Shout out to the belt man himself. Hazard.
Will that be next Thursday?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thursday. Talking a little Dave Milliken.
So that means you won't see this face right here.
This shot, and everyone, please give an applause to the man, the myth, the legend. Our Black King is here. Give us a like on the video if you're watching on YouTube. It helps us out. We appreciate you guys watching. Follow us on social media at Pounding the Meat. And we always love chilling with you guys. We appreciate your views and your comments. Love y'all. Peace out. Take it easy.